Today at Fantasy Kitchen KE, I'm showing you how I made this delicious vanilla cake that is ideal for afternoon tea in inspo and can also be served in the morning during breakfast. To start with, I'll preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, then prepare my 20 cm non-stick baking tin by simply buttering and flouring. You want to do that because this will enable the cake to release easily after the baking is done. The baking tin is now prepared. I've tapped off the excess flour and next is starting with the dry ingredients. I'm using 268 grams of all-purpose flour, that is equivalent to 2.5 measuring cups. Then I'll sift this on a different bowl. I've added in a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and lastly a cup of granulated sugar. Sift all together to break down the lumps, then whisk well to combine. Whisking is done and all dry ingredients are perfectly incorporated. Next is working on my wet ingredients, and I'll be using 250 grams of unsalted butter, which is at room temperature, a cup of homemade buttermilk, tablespoon of vanilla extract, and lastly 3 eggs, which are also at room temperature. And I'll be using my hand mixer to beat this to get the light texture. The batter mixture is perfectly blended and next step is adding it to the dry ingredients. I added everything all at once because the measuring was perfect. Next thing is avoiding to overmix because at the end of the day we want the cake to come out fluffy and moist. We don't want a chewy or a tough cake. And voila, we're ready for the baking. It's only measuring and knowing how much we are baking today. Last step is to give the cake a quick tap to level it out and also to release the excess air bubbles. Then off to the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. To know if the cake is ready, use a toothpick or a clean fork to poke a hole in the middle of the cake. And if it comes out clean, then you know you've done a good job. And in my case, it was a good job. I'll serve it with black tea, which happens to be my favorite. And because I'm not going to use the buttercream, I'll just go simple with powdered sugar. Thank you so much for watching. You might as well follow me on Instagram at Fantasy Kitchen KE. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like, comment. and check out the rest of my videos for amazing recipes that can inspire you or your loved ones. And until then, see you soon. Bye bye.